Hi everybody, it's Dina, and I'm back with another video. This is my update on my monthly temperature blanket. This is a crochet along that I'm doing with anybody who wants to join in. And it's like a temperature blanket, but a little different. Instead of doing a temperature every day of the year to end up with 365 rows, and actually some people even do the high and the low for every day. So that's a very long blanket. I could never commit to that personally. I just know that. So I decided to do it every Wednesday. And this year we're doing the high and low for every Wednesday. Last year I did it and we just did the high. But I wanted to see more of a color variation. So we're doing the high and low for every Wednesday. I came up with a chart that has the temperatures and the color that I picked for those temperature ranges. And anybody who was interested, I emailed them a PDF version of the chart, and they either purchased the exact colors or went through their stash and matched the colors as, you know, the best they could. This year, I decided to use the Premier Anti-Pilling every day and in the worsted, and this is so much better than last year's. Last year I used Big Twist, and I was not happy with that acrylic at all. I did a yarn comparison of the inexpensive acrylics, and not even thinking, I ended up rating that one the worst. I'll put a link to that down below if you're interested. And I love Big Twist. I think they have an incredible line, but the acrylic one, I'm not so much. This one I'm much happier with. So I'm glad I went with the Premier Anti-Pilling. It's much softer. So it's really cool when other people are doing this. When they post a picture on my Facebook group, and I'll have that link down below as well. And the idea is, since we're all using the same colors corresponding to the same temperatures, you should be able to look at a blanket and kind of tell where they're from. You should. But temperatures and weather this year so far have been crazy, completely out of the norm, especially here. So let me show you mine. And this is through the end of April. And I'm loving it. So this is the start of the year. This is January, and it goes through the end of April, right there. Now, just to show you how crazy it is, I'm in Connecticut, the Northeast, and this bright green is green apple, and that temperature range assigned to green apple is 60 to 66 degrees. Remember what I said? This is January. January in Connecticut, you shouldn't see 66-degree temperature. So right there, it's really off. Now, most of the colors you're going to see from here to here, most of them are in the blues. And the ones, I'd say the darkest blue that you see here is 27 to 33 degrees. And then it fluctuates between Spa, which is 44 and 52 degrees, and porcelain blue, which is 34 to 43. So that's kind of, it's more mild than usual, but it's still, you know, within range for the winter. And then we get another green apple, and that was in February. That's crazy. Now, we didn't get into any silver, which I kind of wanted to, because that's below 9 degrees. That's not to say we didn't see below 9 degrees at all this winter. I think we did once or twice at night, but we didn't on a Wednesday. So it's not 100% accurate, but you still get a good idea. Now you see in April, we're getting into a little bit different of colors. So I'm real excited about that, especially we're seeing a pink. So in April, we had our, and I use underground weather to go back and get the past temperatures, because I do this once a month. I just wait for the final Wednesday. I sit down and I do all my 8 rows at once. I print it. You can go to underground weather and you could print the historic weather. You could pick the month and print it in calendar format, which I really like. So real quick, the Wednesday's highs in April were 58, 82, 55, and 58. That 82 is the pink. Unreal. We never see 82 in April. And then the lows for April, so at night, is 47, 56, 37, and 32. That's a little bit cold for April. But I'm loving these colors. A lot of meadow. This green right here, this is meadow. And meadow is 53 to 59. So that's pretty typical for April. But this pink right here is a little out of the ordinary. So normally I post some pictures at the end of the video showing you other people's, but I'm going to do it a little different this video. I'm going to put pictures up here. And I just picked a few. This is Yolanda she's from California, and it's pretty southern where she's from. And I find this interesting. If you look at her blanket, she only has one pink. Now her pink is warmer than ours. Mine, hers is 84 to 89 degrees, so it's warmer. But still, she only has one pink, and it looks like she's got a lot of the green apple. So that's in the 60, 66 range. And then she has some, I think it's the meadow, which is 53 to 59. So I have to be honest, it's not that much warmer in California. So Yolanda, comment down below. I mean, I looked it up. It looks like you're kind of southern. I know you're inland, but southern. Let me know. Is this unusual weather for you? Is it colder than usual? And then I'm going to put up another picture. We have Melanie Mann. Now, she's in Chicago, which is either colder than where I am or close to the same, but usually colder. Look at all her pinks. I mean, okay, she's only got two, but still. And she's got, quite a few green apples, the dark greens going in there. So the pinks that she has, it looks like it's the 79 to 83, and then the 84 to 89, and then the green apple again is in the 60 to 66. That might not even be green apple. It might be the 67 to 63, which is kiwi. So yeah, now if you look at her winter, at the bottom of it, you see it looks like silver or white, it looks like she's separating her rows by white. So I don't see any silver in there either. So on Wednesdays, I don't think it got really, really cold in Chicago either. So that's what I'm saying. The weather just seems to be a little off than you. Okay, so the final one I found interesting is Christine, and she is in Washington State. And hers, now Washington State is just northwest, so hers looks similar, except we had an unseasonably warm day, and we have definitely more meadows. So it's definitely colder. It has been much colder in the state of Washington. You don't see any green apples in here like we had in our winter months. So I'd say they're experiencing more traditional weather. But ladies, the ones I mentioned, let me know in the comments. Are you guys seeing a very strange weather occurrence happening since the beginning of this year? We had, I think, maybe 2 days of snow this winter, and it was so incredibly mild. We did have maybe 2 or 3 days of really, really, really like sub-zero cold. But for the most part, it's really been so incredibly mild. Unbelievable. And I get all that from a temperature blanket. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm personally loving it. I'm loving the colors, especially down here. I can't wait to see what's next. And I really do enjoy like sitting down at the end of the month, printing my calendar of temperatures and just seeing what colors I'm going to be able to pick. And this is how I've been organizing with the beautiful colors. In this tote, I've shown it before, it has a great pocket. I always say I'm going to link it and I forget, so I will try to remember. I got it at Amazon, very inexpensive. I think it's supposed to be a diaper caddy. Works great for crochet. So yeah, so this is how I organize it, and I love looking at the temperatures and seeing what colors I get to pick. So if you haven't joined in and you want to, it's not too late because, like, again, you're just doing every Wednesday. Shoot me an email. My email is always linked in the description box, and request a PDF of the color chart. And I also have a PDF of a tracking sheet if you are interested. All right, everybody. I hope you guys are doing great, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.